Hey, Thursday, November the 10th. Sorry, actually, it's Wednesday, November the 10th. Yeah, Wednesday, November the 10th. Just got thinking tomorrow's Remembrance Day. Anyways, I've been trying to get a video loaded up here for a few days now, and this high speed out here is just brutal. But I was just told that we may be able to get something, so I got to get a bell call. Anyways, a couple things I wanted to discuss. The first thing I wanted to talk about was just to, you know, help clear up any confusion with the HST. There is no HST on most resale homes, and I say most because if a home has been redone, over 70–80%, then it can be classified as a new home. So on most resale homes, you're not going to pay HST on the house itself. You will on whatever you buy, resale or new home, commissions, legal fees, what do you call those people? Home inspectors, stuff like that, but not on the property itself. There is HST on new homes over $400,000, but there are also rebate programs available to get some of that back. And on A1 property, agricultural zone properties, you may end up having to pay HST on that. But if you have an accountant, go see him. He can register you up as a farmer, and that can all be taken care of as well. So on a resale home, no HST. On homes over 400,000, agricultural zone property, there is, but there are rebate programs available and ways to get around it. The second thing I wanted to talk about was a thing that I seen in the newspaper on the weekend. There was a couple of realtors from actually Sarnia going on, and they were talking about how bad the economy is and how bad the market is, yada yada, in Strathroy. So, I want to know. I was wondering why a local newspaper would ask somebody from an hour down the road to give their take on the conditions of the real estate market. That should be left to the local experts. And then about at the very end of it, Richard Tyson, our president of the real estate board, who's also our broker, my broker with the new Keller Williams that we're getting going here with London Lifestyles right now, he went on to say that as of this year to date, we're actually 2.7% ahead of where we were last year. And if you remember, last year was a record-setting year. So my beef, again, when I open up and I read this, and it's from a couple of out-of-town realtors, and they're yakking off, and then you go, you flip through the paper, and it's a free paper, so that means that these people's salaries are paid for by advertisers. 2 or 3 pages. I know personally there's over 30 agents in Strathroy that work the market. Paying for an ad, $80, $100 for an ad this size. My big beef is, if you're going to put a blurb in the newspaper, call the local experts. Second beef is, newspaper, print media, classifieds, it's on the way out, pal. You can try to charge $80. I don't remember the last time that I advertised in a newspaper, because here's my case in point. A girl from St. Lawrence College, where my son goes to college in Kingston, was on my blog the other day saying how everybody at the college, or not everybody, but their group of people sit around, they watch my YouTube videos. This is the generation of kids that are growing up that when they want information, they want it now. They're not going to walk to a corner store and pick up a raggedy old newspaper for a nickel. It's not 1920 anymore. They go to the internet. They use YouTube, Google, Facebook, wherever. Their information, they want it now. So my thinking is, go where the eyes are. And that's how I do my marketing and my advertising. There are hundreds of online sources for broadcasting, whether I'm marketing myself or a listing. I like to go where the eyes are, and the eyes and statistics show me that's online, because the first thing a person does when they're thinking about buying a house is they go to realtor.ca. That's number one. They don't go to a newspaper. And the second biggest seller is our signs. Again, not the newspaper. So, since I found out that the kids at St. Lawrence are reading or watching my YouTube videos, I just wanted to, my quote, this is my quote book. There's tons of stuff in here. I've had this thing since I was 16 years old. You can see how raggedy it's getting. This one's by a guy named Calvin Coolidge, U.S. President, former U.S. President. He goes on to say, press on. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education alone will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Zach, I've talked about this with you. Now that you hear it, this must be ringing through your head. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. So you guys are in school and you're just getting ready to take that next step. My whole point for this is, whatever you want to do in your life, you can do it and you will do it. Don't listen to, you know, if it's parents, coaches, teachers, mentors, whatever. A lot of your belief systems are put in place by the time you're 9 years old. When you get to be my age and you look back, you go, oh my God, I had those beliefs put in here by people that really, they tried, but they didn't have a clue. What they did, what worked for them. So if someone's out there and they're telling you you can't do something, don't listen to them. Again, if it's illegal or a bad idea, different. But if you want to be a writer, a cop, a nurse, a director, an actor, whatever you want to do, persistence and determination will get you what you want. That's all I have to say. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon.